All right, what's happening, fam? L.A.R. movement still moving. More Ray Rice, Roger Goodell drama. I finished some videos earlier today, and the minute I cut on ESPN, right after I closed my computer, they had a segment about the women's groups wanting Roger Goodell to step down as commissioner. After that, they were like, two other players need to be suspended indefinitely. After that, I think they also wanted Jerry Jones suspended for something that's going on with him too, as far as domestic, sexual abuse, I believe. Now, because of that, I, I hadn't seen TV after that, and just cut back on the TV, and now the spin control is back to, you know what, this Ray Rice situation went out of control. Now all of a sudden, if those women wouldn't have done that, this or had that story played this morning, or if the NFL decided to spin it by using this, it'll be a completely different thing. Because now, guess what has happened? Because the video I made earlier about, see, his wife knows something's completely wrong with this situation. Now, the GM was like, yo, Ray Rice didn't lie to me about what happened. We knew what happened on that tape. When we saw it, it was great. We didn't like it, but we knew what it was. Then the people saying we didn't get the tape. Then the police was like, oh no, you've been had that tape. You had that tape for a long time now. So now it's a situation of, so you knew, he told you what happened. You knew what happened by what he said to you. Y'all saw what happened, or act like you didn't see what happened, but you threw him under the bus about it. But on the flip side, that it shows the hypocrisy of everybody involved now, because now the commissioner and them can't hide, the league can't hide, the team can't hide, and now Rice ain't that far under that bus that he was yesterday. Thing about it is, the same women that were pushing for him to get his career just be over, you see, this is why we call it fake outrage, because basically this is white women saying and getting black women to say, no against men and get them fired and blah blah blah. And guess what? You tried to say that to white dudes after that too, and then now all of a sudden you're not so visceral. Roger Goodell gotta go, and then basically what they just did was say, who you don't run shit. Like, you talk to them with that shit. See, now that you came at us with that shit, you actually thought you ran something. So now we're gonna reverse some of this shit, because they had already went too far with Ray Rice. Now, if they would have gave him a 6-game suspension originally and then made all that, understandable. Hell, the retroactive thing is completely not understandable, unreasonable. But if they would have said something to the effect of, you know what, it's retroactive, it's wrong, this is the example we're going to set. But then the team gets real. You see, now here's the thing. Now women, you better pay close attention to this, because when women ask for the commissioner to resign, this is where y'all messed up. So what if the commissioner says, you know what, the NFL decided to not to limit the domestic problem with women in the NFL. So since the NFL is actually a male-dominated sport driven by men and what men do, cheerleaders, you gotta go. The ladies that come to do the interviews while the players naked in the shower, you gotta go. Pam Oliver and all those other white chicks that do Sports Center, this ain't a female sport. You gotta go. We don't want no kind of liability and be in no kind of trouble with y'all for saying something went awry. Then they're like, wait. No. You can cover the WNBA. You can cover softball. You can cover the women's football leagues around the nation. You can cover all tennis. You can cover every track. You can cover every female sport there is. Female UFC. All of that will be managed and controlled, and all women. In all the men's sports, all men. No co-ed shit, no more. Be a problem. Now, as far as the job thing, him losing his job, people don't people don't agree with what he did. But how many of you mothers out there hit y'all husbands, boyfriends, children's children in public for no damn reason? Just because you should lose your job for that. Think about it. When you get women on these shows, The View, The Talk, and all that, guy got his dick cut off. That's so funny. Maybe men need to step up. You know what? We need to cancel that show. They think it's funny to mutilate men. She hit him with a brick. We need to cancel that show. They think it's okay to hit men with bricks. You know, she divorced him and took $100 million. She got to come up. We need to cancel that show. They think it's okay for a woman to marry a guy and take him to the cleaners because she wanted to make a come up. See, this is going to be a really, really big problem, and because of stuff like this, one morning you want a pound of flesh, you push it till you get the pound of flesh, then you ask for flesh from everybody else. It's going to cause a problem because there is no consequences for women's bad behavior. That's the issue. I'm not saying anything that was done was right. I'm just saying that's the issue.